God. So I just wanted to get on here real quick and go over this word that the Lord just put on my spirit a little bit earlier. And sometimes you have to do it alone, right? Because He gave me this word too. And I was going to break it down into two little lives, but I'll give it to you all in one live. Um, Sometimes you have to do it alone. You have to break from um you have to break from family, right? You have to break from the familiar place. You have to break from Egypt, right? Because again, like I said yesterday, a lot of times that's the place where you get hurt. um right? And then the Lord, and with the help of yourself, can heal. And then um you can go back and help preserve life with your family, because we are called to forgive. um we are called to love even our enemies. We can have boundaries. We can set up things in order to protect us, in order to protect our peace, in order to protect our spirit, in order to protect our healing, our journey. Right? We can set up those boundaries with people, but we are called to love even our enemies. And sometimes you have to do it alone, um, because what the Lord don't want to happen is the people that He's called you to, the people that are called to you, He don't want that relationship to be dismantled by any one of y'all's unhealing, any one of y'all's or any one of ours um, not being able to heal. So He's not going to put you in the life of somebody that's healed and going through the journey and stuff like that if you're not healed. He's not going to bring you somebody, hey, what's up, Era? He's not going to bring Era 404, I like that. He's not going to bring somebody into your life and you're on your healing journey and you trying to get somewhere and they're not healed. We're not called to change nobody. We can't change people. We cannot heal people. We cannot, do that. What's that one meme, or that's it's a what's the name that people has put up? um you what did say? He said he won't give you something or something like that if you gonna bleed all over. If you go to somebody and you're not healed, you'll bleed all over the people that didn't cause the harm, that didn't hurt you. So, but sometimes, and a lot of times, we have to do it alone, and we don't want to do it alone. A lot of times, we need people. Hurt people hurt people. We want to be around familiarity. We want to be around people that's going through the same things that way we can relate to them. We want to be around. We kind of get scared of something that's causing us to level up. We kind of get scared around people and places that's requiring more of us, because we like, the comfortability. We like the, where we at, and we sometimes don't want to work for it. So a lot of times the Lord will get us alone, get us by ourselves. That way He can work on us, heal us, and make us new, so that way we can help the people that we're called to help, and the people that's called to help us can help us, and we won't mess up that relationship. And so a lot of times, if you're walking alone, that's what's going on. And then also, He put on my spirit that a lot of times the enemy, right? The enemy will cause friction in your family, in your close proximity to you, your family member, whoever you're close to, parent. It could be parent, sister, brother, spouse. It could be whatever, at work or whatever. He will cause that friction in order to get to you, especially if you're on a journey to getting closer to God, you're on a journey to a breakthrough, you're on a journey to getting where God needs you to be so he can use you as a vessel. And the enemy will use those people to stir up that friction. And a lot of times, and I'm not just saying to be petty with you or whatever, but cause friction with the people that, because a lot of times we have people that's addicted to drugs. You don't want to be addicted to drugs, but you have people that's in close proximity to you that's addicted to drugs or alcohol or sexual perversion or what have you, you know, gambling, just nonchalant with money and not being a good steward over their money, and you trying to, you know, you trying to help them help us, you know, but it's this friction to where y'all can't get on one accord, and the enemy is using that so that way it'll have you worried about them, it'll have you being mad at them, it'll have you you know, gossiping about them, talking about them and all of this stuff, and taking your eyes off the prize, taking your eyes off of where God is trying to take you. He'll stir up that friction. The enemy will stir up that friction between the people that's closest to you. So that way it'll take your eyes off of what God is calling you to your breakthrough. It'll take your eyes off of your breakthrough and what God is calling you to, and what God is doing in your life, and how he's healing you, and how he's taking you to a different place. So we kind of got to be careful about trying to judge the people that's around us that's in close proximity that are going through things, whether it be, like I said, gambling or not being good stewards over their money, or alcoholism or drugs, or sexual immorality, you know, all of these things, right? Robbing and burglarizing and murder and all of this stuff, you know, it'll be a family member, you know, somebody that's close to you, and it'll just start to trigger you and mess with you to where it takes your mind off of where God is trying to take you to, fighting with them, fighting that fight, instead of praying about it and giving it to God. We have to pray about it and give it to God, because again, we cannot change people. We cannot help people that don't want to be helped. We cannot, you know, do what God can do. All we can do is pray for them, because a lot of times, you know, well, back in the Bible, you know, it was Peter and them, and they was trying to cast out that devil they was trying to cast out the devil that was within the man, right? And they couldn't do it. And he was like, well, why we couldn't do it? And he was like, because y'all didn't have enough faith. And then it was something about sometimes some things cannot be done with, let me get my word here, so I don't want to be incorrect. He says some things you have to do with prayer and fasting, right? So, but how much do we pray and fast for people versus talking about them with other people, versus gossiping about them and then saying we praying for them? Oh, I pray for you, but you steady gossiping with somebody else about them and stuff like that. Let me get the passage, so I don't want to just be. And you just gotta love Google, because it pulled it right up. Matthew 17:21. And this is the KJV. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall be removed, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. However, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. And while they abode in Galilee, Jesus said unto them, the Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men. But some stuff, you have to pray and fast about it. And you can't just think you're gonna wrestle with these demons and stuff like that and they're gonna go easy. No, they're not gonna go easy. They're not gonna go easy, but we have to strengthen up ourselves and our walk and our healing, forgiving people, because a lot of stuff has to do with us harboring hate and envy and bitterness towards people that's messing with us, that's didn't mess with us or hurt us and stuff like that. And we won't be able to be used like that if we're harboring that stuff inside of us. And the enemy, he will be able to infiltrate our hearts or our minds and use us, and we won't be able to heal people. Then we will be gossiping about people. Then we will be perpetuating the cycle of generational curses or generational poverty and things like that. So all glory be to God. So just make sure that you keep your eyes on the prize. Make sure you keep your eyes where God has planted you and trying to get you to go, as well as sometimes you have to walk this walk alone. And you're really not walking it alone because God is with you. Jesus is with you. But sometimes it's going to feel like you're alone. But that's just him trying to teach you to lean not on your own understanding and lean on him and his ability to provide for you and to keep you sane, to keep you sane and to keep you going and to re-strengthen you. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say, you guys. I'll probably be on here in a second with Lil Mama. But continue to pray for me. I'll continue to pray for y'all. God is good. He is so good, and he's working on us. And this is a walk. It's not a jump, hop, and a skip, y'all, to where we get to this place and everything is okay, hunky dory. But it's a walk, and we have to be willing to stay on the path and walk with Christ, and dying to this flesh every day. But that's it. That's all. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Pray for me. Continue to pray for me. I'll continue to pray for y'all. I love y'all. Have a good day.